Two local elementary school-aged boys allegedly forced to escape a life of abuse and neglect at the hands of their father. Sacramento County investigators say the boys, ages 7 and 8, roamed the streets Christmas Eve and day. Holding on CBS 13 now, Ron Jones is in South Sacramento, where officers say their younger brother was not able to escape.
Well, investigators tell CBS 13 the story actually began on Christmas Eve in this neighborhood. Two kids walking alone, checking out Christmas decorations. Holiday ornaments swaying in the wind appeared to be the only bright spot in the lives of two young boys, ages 7 and 8.
We know the boys had escaped the apartment by crawling out of a second-story window.
Deputies say they escaped a life of abuse and neglect at the hands of their father, Benjamin Montez.
They had each other and they had their blankets that they took with them.
With only blankets to comfort them, officers say on Christmas Eve the boys roamed this South Sacramento neighborhood. Gripped with fear, they refused to return home. Investigators say when they were afraid to go home, they had to have a place to stay, so they stayed in this park. It's cold at night. They allegedly spent a chilly evening alone in a foggy, empty park.
Two very, very strong boys.
And then on Christmas Day, their aimless journey continued until a Good Samaritan noticed them wrapped in blankets, cold and hungry. Police were called, but the boys told officers they could not go home.
Very emotional, very adamant about being scared of going back. They never want to go back, but they did mention that they had left a little brother who was 5 years old.
Their 5-year-old brother still with their dad. Why was he left behind?
Because he was too small to, as they put it, escape.
Montez was arrested and faces numerous felony child abuse charges. Didn't he notice his boys were gone?
He did not contact our dispatch or our sheriff's department in any way, shape, or form to report the 7- and 8-year-old missing.
Now, the boys are now with Child Protective Services, but their story doesn't end there.
The Sacramento County Sheriff's staff was so moved by the boys' situation, they wanted to do more. They organized a surprise holiday party for the kids with donated presents and a Christmas tree. Officers say the boys thought they were going to have lunch with the deputies who rescued them, but instead they came across Santa, who handed out gifts.
Today we have these gifts because some children unfortunately missed Christmas, and I was called to help ring in the Christmas spirit for these children because they missed it on Christmas Day.
The boys spent the afternoon with Sacramento County Sheriff's deputies and employees. Their father, Benjamin Montez, is held tonight on $35,000 bail.